Everyone, so welcome to this daily live session of Unacademy CAT4MBA channel, and in this session I'm going to tell you everything about NMAT based colleges. So I'm sure all of you are preparing well for CAT and other MBA entrance exam, but along with that you also need to take care of the college application part. So this is where I'm going to help you with the series of sessions. I'm sure all of you are excited and all of you are eager to understand which colleges should you target, right? So all those who are present, guys, can you quickly show me a thumbs up? And let's make it very interactive, guys. So first I'll quickly brief you about various colleges, and then you can start asking me about your questions. Everyone, yes, okay, I can see plenty of students who are watching me live right now. So fine, guys. So as you know that Narsee Monjee Mumbai is a very popular college, and it conducts this NMAT exam. We call it NMAT by GMAC because they have outsourced this part to GMAC, which is the same body which also conducts the GMAT exam. And from this year, the NMAT exam is also going to be an adaptive exam like GMAT. Okay, so will it affect the cutoffs of various colleges? And which colleges basically should you target apart from Narsee Monjee if you are taking NMAT, right? So this is what we are going to discuss. But as I always say that, guys, whenever you choose colleges, make sure whenever you think of pursuing MBA, make sure that MBA is your priority. It's not your urgency, right? I've seen many students, they always think that I don't want to waste my year, and that's why they end up applying to some very lower ranked college, which I'll never ever recommend. So you need to weigh your options very cautiously, and you need to make a very valid decision, guys. Okay, so fine. In case if you are new to my sessions, let me quickly tell you about something about myself. So my name is Ronak Shah, and I have completed my MBA. I'm also an engineer, scored more than 99 percentile in CAT, and I have been training students for last 12 years, and I'm also a digital marketer. So I'm going to tell you everything that you want to understand about this particular exam. But before that, guys, make sure that you have subscribed to our channel where you're watching the session right now. It's Unacademy CAT4MBA, and also be part of our Telegram group. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Robin. Good evening. Yes, and in case if you haven't downloaded the Unacademy learning app, guys, quickly do it so that you can attend my free special sessions. So every day I conduct many sessions over here on YouTube, and similarly I also conduct on Unacademy learning app. So guys, quickly go to Play Store or App Store, download this app, and then follow me. My name, you will find my name over there as Ronak Shah. And you can also go for Unacademy subscription plans so that you can enjoy many more benefits like test series, personal guidance, and very regular batches. You can use my referral code SHAH10 and you can go for that. So guys, we are talking about selecting a particular college, right? So there are certain things that you should keep in mind before you choose a particular college. For example, you must always look at the rank and reputation of that college along with the year of establishment. Now, why am I talking about year of establishment? Because there are many top ranked and very reputed groups have started many new campuses in different cities. Like for example, Narsee Monjee itself. So Narsee Monjee Mumbai is very reputed, but then what about Narsee Monjee Bangalore and Hyderabad? Does it carry the similar reputation? So you need to understand that also because they are relatively new. Yeah, hi Varshini, Megha, good evening everyone. So so the factors that you need to keep in mind, I have classified these factors in two parts: the general factor and the personal factor. So before we start talking about which college to apply, what will be the cutoff and all, let's quickly understand what are the factors that you should keep in mind before selecting a college, right? So as I mentioned, one is rank, reputation, year of establishment. Somewhere they are quite correlated. Hi Ritam, good evening. Then always look at the infrastructure. Guys, that's also very vital for having a good MBA experience. Then cutoff percentile, of course, you can check your present mock test scores, and you can see, especially if the exam is going to happen in very near future, then you can just see that what are the cutoffs of those colleges, and accordingly you can target them. Then profile requirement and academics requirement. So there are many colleges, like if you look at top IIMs, they have most of them required actually indirectly, I'll say more than 80 or 90 percentile in 10th and 12th, right? Especially if you are a fresher. So you also need to check that. There are some colleges which give additional weightage to background diversity. There are some colleges which do not give this kind of weightage. So for example, if you are a humanity student, right, or if you are a law student, probably you would like to apply to colleges which give additional weightage to your background, to for the background diversity, right? Same way, of course, you would like to look at the placements and fees, and of course return on investment in general, so that you understand what will be the tenure in which you can pay back the loan. Another important thing which is part of the personal factor, now we are talking about personal factor, guys, is the category. Let me give you an example. There is a college called FMS. I'm sure all of you must have heard. It's based on CAT. And FMS, if you are an ST category candidate in FMS, you just required to score 58 percentile in CAT as per their last year's cutoff. Can you believe? So why would you target private colleges and private universities where you can easily get into one of the top-notch college? So always look at which colleges give priority to category if you belong to that. Same way, if you are from defense background, then probably you can slightly more inclined towards symbiosis colleges, because they have some additional preference for this defense personnel. Same way, you can check for location, specialization, experience versus freshers and all. So guys, these are certain criteria that I'll keep repeating in every session that you should consider. Okay, fine guys. So let's go ahead with our agenda. Yeah, Ritam, I understand, but remember that life will never be fair, Ritam. So you will also have some advantages and undue advantages, I'll say, unfair advantages. Similarly, some others also have some unfair advantages, right? So yeah, we can't do much about that. We'll have to just accept, right, Ritam? Okay, so guys, let's talk about Narsee Monjee. So I'm sure you want to understand some key stats. Guys, it's one of in the Narsee Monjee, I mean in NMAT based colleges, definitely it's top ranked college. But in India, I'll call it one of the top 30 colleges. So if I talk about the rank, it's one of the top 30 colleges in the country. Established in 1981, so almost 39 years old college, right? As we were talking about the year of establishment, right? How old that college is. What is the fees? That's pretty high. Close to 21 lakhs. Let's look at the number of seats. This is pretty good. So Narsee Monjee has so many seats available. So that's why, because it's a private university, okay, and they have good number of seats, good intake capacity. So you are actually competing for a good number of seats, right? Yeah. Mega, you being a privileged student, that itself is an advantage, isn't that? If we compare it with certain other categories, so that's a very debatable thing. But why do they have that advantage? Because they had certain disadvantages in the past. So to balance it out, this reservation system, the caste based reservation system were introduced, right? So we need to accept that. Okay, anyways, let's move on. Yeah. Okay, and guys, placement, so this is pretty good. So close to 18 lakhs, 20 lakhs fees, 18 lakhs placement. So guys, remember, nowadays whenever a student choose a college, normally you try to maintain this ratio 1:1, that is fees versus placements. So higher this side, better it is for you. Okay, so for example, if some college has fees of 5 lakhs and placements of 20 lakhs, guys, just go and grab this thing, right? But there will be very few colleges, like we just discussed. FMS is one of them, very less fees and pretty amazing placements. So yeah, but talking about Narsee Monjee, guys, definitely Narsee Monjee Mumbai campus is not a bad deal, right? If you look at it, it's not always about placements. You should also look at the kind of profile that is being offered to the students. So whether you are talking about retail sector or consulting or IT services or manufacturing, I mean, I'm talking about from industry perspective. So all the finance, so all this top-notch good profiles are being offered to the students over there at Narsee Monjee. So definitely it's worth considering, right? Okay, now what score do you require? How do they select? So you require 210 plus score. Remember this thing, nothing less than 210 is required for Narsee Monjee Mumbai. Very simple. Now if you look at NMAT till last year, I mean, definitely this year the scores are going to be a little skewed. So this is about last year, because from this year it has become adaptive, right? Okay. Yeah. Yes, Ritam. So this may vary, but if we look at the last year's score, guys, you used to require 210 out of 360 marks, right? So yeah, more or less, I feel that score will hover around that. But unless the exams have happened, many students have taken that, and the results are out. We can't say much. Then they have the case study discussion, personal interview, and then they give you the final selection based on definitely all the criteria. So they look at your ACADS, guys. Rarely you will find a top-notch college which is not looking at their your ACADS. They might not have mentioned that thing on their website, but it is implied. Wherever you are filling your ACADS in the form, that means they will give a glance at that, right? So ACADS, work experience, then overall profile rather, then background diversity. Nowadays college are definitely looking for this background diversity, because there is too much of engineers in the colleges, so they are definitely looking forward to the students from other backgrounds, say from agriculture and pharmacy, MBBS, and that is medical, and so on and so forth, right? In fact, when we'll talk about CAT based colleges at 8 o'clock today, I'll also tell you some really amazing things about those top-notch CAT colleges. Okay, fine, guys. So this is how you are actually, you can get through this Narsee Monjee College, Mumbai campus. Now see, if you look at Narsee Monjee Mumbai campus, they have many other interesting courses. So if you can't make it to their main program is definitely that MBA program, that's called the flagship program. But if you can't make it to that program, definitely you can look forward to MBA HR, or if you are from that pharmaceutical background, then you can go for that. Then MBA in decision science and analytics, it is very much in boom nowadays. You can look at the average salary over here also, it is really good. Okay, then PGDM, logistics, supply chain management, real estate management, and so on and so forth. So there are so many other courses, right? And if you look at their the cutoffs are definitely less than the others, right? So yeah, it's always good to be part of a good brand, right, guys? Okay, I'm not saying that you were interested in marketing, go for finance. But yes, if you are interested in marketing, definitely you can go for retail management, or maybe you can go for supply chain, that is also fine. Okay, or you can go for maybe decision science if you are actually interested in that. But this is slightly different, but yes, there are so many similar fields, so you can think of going for that, right? Okay, now guys, before we go ahead with other colleges, okay, Ritam is asking why MBBS college students go for MBA. Right? Why MBBS students go for MBA? The reason is same as engineers go for MBA, or the lawyers go for MBA, and so on and so forth. Guys, management education is a very general one, right? If you are a doctor and if you wish to create a hospital like Apollo, you will definitely require the managerial capabilities. Isn't that? I mean, there are so many big hospitals. How do people create that? With the knowledge of management. They required the understanding to the marketing functions, finance, operations, IT, HR, everything. Isn't that? Yes, Ritam. Just imagine if you are a doctor and if you want to create a big hospital, won't you require management skills along with having good medical science skill knowledge? So that's the reason, even doctors go for MBA. Anyone can go for MBA, guys. For example, you are an architecture, right? Now you want to set up your consulting firm, architecture consulting firm, right? Definitely you can go for MBA and you can learn some really best practices to enhance or to grow your business. Yes, everyone? Okay, fine. Now guys, let's quickly understand. There are certain performance parameters that you need to understand when you dream of any of the top-notch college. The first one is CAT score, then your 10th, 12th, graduation marks, then work experience and profile diversity. Now you may have good performance in one, but you may have bad performance in another. That's fine. Ultimately, as long as out of the 6 parameters, if you are performing well in 3 parameters, guys, you can dream of getting into one of the top 30-40 colleges. That's the simple yardstick that I would like to give you. So let me show you this detailed description of this performance parameter. So for example, if you look at CAT score, say you scored 99 plus percentile, you have 90 plus in 10th, you have 90 plus in 12th, you have 80 plus in graduation, you also have work experience, and you also are you are also from one of this background, then what can you say? you can dream of any college, that's what I can say. But in case if you are a fresher and if you are say typical engineer, now definitely if you are targeting one of the top 10 colleges, most of them will require you to satisfy this one, most of them. And apart from the definitely good performance in interview to make it, right? Suppose you have slightly less in 12th, but you have work experience, you have about 70 in graduation, you have 17 12th, okay, and you have some work experience, say 24 to 36 months. So again, you stand a good chance to get selected. And that's why, what IIM Ahmedabad has done is it takes students from each stream. Nowadays, it has stopped selecting students from the overall pool. It rather bifurcates the pool in 5 category pool of students who are eligible for IIM Ahmedabad, and then it picks the students. And that's why some of the students with even 90 percentile are getting called from IIM Ahmedabad nowadays, right? So similarly for other colleges, but for Narsee Monjee, it's a very straight criteria. You need to score 210 plus as per the till the previous year, right? So I'm sure you understand this performance parameter, and you can decide that are you really doing great in at least 3 of this? Yes. So guys, can you quickly type your performance parameters? Where, say for example, you are A over here, you are B over here, you are C, and you are D, right? The only thing I have done is this should be 36 plus, then this should be 24 to 36, then this should be 12 to 24, right? And this should be 0 to 12. Okay, so can you tell me how many A's have you obtained? How many B's have you obtained? How many C's and how many D's? Guys, please type your performance parameters, performance parameter result in the chat box so that I get fair idea quickly. जल्दी से चेक करो और मुझे बताओ आपको कितने A मिल रहे हैं और कितने B मिल रहे हैं. देखो, अगर आपको 3 A मिल रहे हैं, 2 B मिल रहा है और 1 D भी मिल रहा है, ये चल जाएगा, है ना? No, so Mega, you can pick the category, na? I have already mentioned the category. You can directly say, for example, Mega has 10th 95, 10th 95. So Mega has scored A over here in 10th. Then 12th 94.8. So Mega has scored A over here. Then graduation 82. Mega has scored A over here. Work experience 27 months. So B over here. Okay. In fact, guys, I'm sorry to say, but 36 plus. Let me just correct this part, huh? I'm just correcting this thing, guys. 24 to 36, most of the college give more weightage to this 2 to 3 years of work experience. So A over here, Mega for you, and 36 plus is less actually. Then comes 12 to 24. Are you getting this point? So guys, this will be A. And is there anything else left, Mega? What's your background? Is it engineering, or do you also have this one? Huh? Same way, everyone else, can you please calculate this? We will require to do this, will require this thing even for other sessions, CAT and ZAT. तो आपने यहाँ पे D score किया. So see, understand Mega, you have almost scored 5 A's. Sorry, as of now 4 A's, क्योंकि आपका CAT का score अभी तक पता नहीं है. But I really hope कि आप उसमें भी 99 plus score करो. And you have 1 D as of now. You stand definitely a chance to get call from IIM Ahmedabad, even if you get 98 plus in CAT, guys. हाँ, अगर आपका 98 प्लस भी आएगा, मोस्ट लाइकली आपको आ जाएगा. सिर्फ एक ही फैक्टर है कि इंजीनियर हो आप, 2 कॉमन, तो शायद IIM अहमदाबाद ना कंसीडर करे. बट योर 10th and 12th आर सुपर्ब. ठीक है, so you definitely stand a chance. Okay guys, so please look at those performance parameters. अच्छा, do we have anyone who has C and D in all? गाइज हाथ ऊपर करो. सी एंड डी है क्या आपका? हर एक में सी एंड डी गाइज? नहीं है. ओके, चलो फाइन. वर्षिनी, रीतम, Robin and others. There are many students who are present, guys. Quickly mention, I mean, what's your performance parameters? Okay, so after Narsee Monjee, Mumbai, of course, the next best option through NMAT is Narsee Monjee, Bangalore. Let's quickly look at the key stats, guys. Fees 16 lakhs, placement around 9 to 10 lakhs. Top two in, I can say NMAT, but overall in the country, its ranking, you can say among 100 we can put it. Okay, remember, established in 2008, so decent 12 years, 180 seats. Score 200 plus, group discussion, personal interview and selection process. Robin, BBAC, fine. BBAC is also good. I mean, Robin, even if you score 95 plus percentile, so since you are an engineer, last में D होगा ना, Robin? You are an engineer, right? Or you are a non-engineer, Robin? Okay, so अगर आप 95 plus भी score करते हो, still you can go to A plus colleges. A double plus शायद ना मिले, but A plus मिल सकता है. इसीलिए तो मैं कह रहा हूँ. Right, so guys, if you look at Narsee Monjee colleges, the remaining stages are same. Here our objective is not to discuss what do they ask in interview and all. Our objective is to quickly take a glance at the top colleges. Are we clear, everyone? Same way, let's quickly look at the key stats of Hyderabad. Yes, Ritam, 1083, 1281, graduation 79, fresher, BTech, BSc what? Anything else, anything other than मैथ्स एंड फिजिक्स के अलावा कुछ है क्या आपका? जैसे बॉटनी हो गया, जूलॉजी हो गया, कुछ? सो गाइज अगेन यू कैन पुट इट इन टॉप 100, राइट? Year of establishment 2010, 17 lakh fees. Fees are very high. Look at that ratio. Even in the previous case, microbiology. Yes, Ritam, you have that background diversity. Okay. Now, the only thing is you need to tell them that why do you want to go for MBA? Just like you asked me, sir, why would MBBS go for MBA? Same way. Okay. So, Varshini is saying 91.2. Varshini, I know your ACADS engineering is a problem. 79, no work experience. Right. But your ACADS are good, Varshini. Okay, na? So, you also stand fair chance to get into top-notch colleges. I mean, that's good to have students like you guys, because I don't see any reason why you should not make it to one of the top 30 college, if not top 10 college. Top 30 college तो आपको मिलने ही चाहिए अगर आप CAT में decent perform कर लेते हो, right? Now look at this ratio, guys. Fees to placement ratio 17 lakh and almost 8.8. So 2:1 का ratio है. Fees ज़्यादा है. That's the problem. But still, मतलब आप ले सकते हो because Narsee Monjee brand is there rather than going for any other non-branded college, right? Selection process से. Guys, NMAT का score IBS group के सारे college लेते हैं. As you know, IBS is a university. ठीक है, IBS हैदराबाद is a university. ये ध्यान रखना. बाकी सारे जो IBS है ना, वो ऐसे ही standalone colleges है. They are neither approved by UGC nor approved by AICT. उनका कोई अप्रूवल नहीं है. दे जस्ट रन PGPM प्रोग्राम. PGPM प्रोग्राम वो आपको ना तो MBA दे सकते हैं ना तो आपको PGDM देते हैं. इसलिए अभी उन्होंने क्या किया है, सम ऑफ दी IBS वो क्या करते हैं, आप जब इसमें एडमिशन लेते हो ना, कौन से IBS बेंगलोर में लिया, कोई दूसरे में लिया, तो वो आपको एक तीसरी यूनिवर्सिटी में एज ए डिस्टेंस कोर्स एनरोल करा देते हैं. ठीक है ना, ताकि आपको वो MBA का डिग्री मिल जाए. बट हालांकि ये सब की जरूरत नहीं है, एज लॉन्ग एज यू आर गेटिंग गुड प्लेसमेंट्स. So definitely that's perfectly fine. As far as IBS Hyderabad is concerned, guys, it carries good reputation. There are two problems with that. In India, I can say it's one of the top 50 college. In fact, I have done it from IBS Hyderabad, so I know everything about it. Established in 1995, so good 25 years old institute. Fees is one of the problem, and intake, guys, their intake is 1200. Their intake is close to 1100 to 1200. It's not 120, it's 1200, by the way. Okay, so that's why when a particular college has so many students, it's very difficult for that college to place all those students. So what do is they invite the companies who are ready to recruit students in bulk. You know, in fact I have heard this kind of stories also कि एक कंपनी थी, एक पर्टिकुलर कॉलेज था, मैं नाम तो ले नहीं सकता, तो एक कॉलेज था, तो एक कंपनी वो कॉलेज में आ रही थी और वो 8 लाख या ऐसा कुछ पैकेज ऑफर कर रही थी. यू नो व्हाट दैट प्लेसमेंट डायरेक्टर रिक्वेस्टेड दैट कंपनी कि आप 4 लाख ऑफर करो लेकिन 20 स्टूडेंट्स को ले जाओ 10 की जगह पे. So I mean, this is what happens in the lower end colleges, right? So we really don't want to get into a college where there is intake is very huge. Narsee Monjee has huge intake, but still, since it's in the heart of the Mumbai city, you know, it is able to attract the companies. Okay. Yeah. KIIT, okay, again, you can say it's one of the top 100-150 colleges. ऐसे बहुत सारे हैं हर एक स्टेट में. एवरेज प्लेसमेंट पैकेज अगर आप उनका देखोगे तो कुछ इतना है. लुक एट द रेशियो, अगेन इट्स मोर देन 2:1. सो दैट्स व्हाई NMAT स्कोर से आप अप्लाई कर सकते हो. 150 के ऊपर भी स्कोर होगा वो आपको बुला देंगे. ग्रुप डिस्कशन रहता है उधर, पर्सनल इंटरव्यू, कभी कभी प्रेजेंटेशन भी रहता है. ठीक है. दिस आर सर्टेन स्टेजेस ऑफ IBS हैदराबाद एंड फाइनल सिलेक्शन. सो गाइस, दिस आर सम ऑफ द कॉलेजेस दैट यू कैन लुक फॉरवर्ड टू. कुछ और बहुत ही ऑर्डिनरी कॉलेज मैं कह सकता हूँ, अमिटी जैसे एक बहुत ही बड़ा नाम है, बट देन एज फार एज MBA इज कंसर्न इट्स टू कॉस्टली एंड द प्लेसमेंट्स आर ऑल्सो नॉट दैट ग्रेट. पर UPS इज स्टिल वर्थ कंसिडरिंग. तो आप NMAT के थ्रू UPS में अप्लाई कर सकते हो. आप जब NMAT का फॉर्म भरा होगा ना आपने, तो उसमें आपको ये सारे ऑप्शन दिखेंगे अप्लाई करने के. तो आपको खाली उसको सिलेक्ट करना है और फिर आपको अलग से ये कॉलेज में अप्लाई करना है. So this can work as a good backup option, but once again, अगर आपका परफॉर्मेंस पैरामीटर्स में 3A आ जाता है तो गाइज आपको ये सब कॉलेज को देखने की जरूरत नहीं है. याद रखना ये, ठीक है. अगर आपके परफॉर्मेंस पैरामीटर में 3A है तो आप इसको अवॉइड कर सकते हो, प्रोवाइडेड यू आर ऑल्सो गोइंग टू स्कोर वेल इन CAT. अगर आप 80+ परसेंटाइल भी स्कोर करते हो ना, आपको इनमें से कोई भी कॉलेज को देखने की जरूरत नहीं है. आर वी क्लियर everyone? So as far as this session is concerned, this is what we had to discuss, right? I'm sure it would have helped you. Right now there is another session, guys. There is another session. So we are going to discuss about Snap. So everyone quickly join me for that. So each of the session is going to be of 30 minutes and we'll discuss all about Snap now. Sir, 5 free रहता है, yeah, which you think should fill. Guys, 5 free जो है ना, उसमें एक पहला वाला तो होगा NMIMS, MBA एंड PGDM, वो पूरा क्लस्टर ही आ गया. तो इसमें जो 3 कॉलेज है ना, मुंबई, बेंगलोर, हैदराबाद, वो एक में ही आ गए. तो उसके साथ में आप IBS हैदराबाद कर देना. एक प्रॉब्लम है, IBS हैदराबाद में अप्लाई करोगे ना, कॉल आपको इतने ज्यादा आते हैं ना, बहुत ज्यादा वो टेलीकॉल करते हैं, तो वो एक प्रॉब्लम है. पर्टिकुलरली अगर आपके 3 पैरामीटर नहीं हो रहे तो आप ये कर सकते हो, नहीं तो आपको बिल्कुल टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है, सिर्फ एक ही टिक करना. फिर आप ये UPES अप्लाई कर सकते हो, UPES. फिर उसमें और तो मैं कौन सा सजेस्ट करूंगा आपको, यस, ओनली मुंबई, नॉट इवन हैदराबाद एंड बैंगलोर, दे कैन बी सेकेंडरी ऑप्शन. अगर आपका CAT में 70 के नीचे आता है ना, 75 के भी नीचे आया, तो आप वो सारे ऑप्शन हैदराबाद, बेंगलोर और ये सारे ऑप्शन आप देख सकते हो. फिर तब तक आपको देखने की जरूरत नहीं है. आर वी क्लियर एवरीवन? यस, शो मी अ थम्स अप एंड डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू प्रेस द लाइक बटन. एवरीवन, कैन यू प्लीज लाइक दिस सेशन एंड प्लीज शेयर इट विथ योर फ्रेंड्स. ठीक है, अभी जल्दी से मुझे स्नैप वाले सेशन में ज्वाइन करो, मैं 2 मिनट में उधर शुरू कर रहा हूं. चलो एवरीवन, ठीक है. And in case if you are not connected with me, guys, please stay connected with me through my group, either this group or the discussion group. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See you for the other session. Thank you, guys.